Hi, and welcome to Eruditio's Coffee with the Coaches, here on board the USS Yorktown in Charleston Harbor. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the 5 secrets of root cause analysis. Now, as we looked at this topic, we really wanted to bring out a few of the things that people have occur on a regular basis and really refresh those. So we're going to take you very quickly through these 5 secrets. So the first secret today that we're going to talk about is that there really is no such thing as root cause. In fact, it's always root causes. Now, the reason behind this is because at every level of your problem solving, there should be an action and a condition. If you believe in that action and that condition, then there can't be one cause. There will have to be both of those in existence to have it occur. If you'll take your problems down to that level, we find that you will find more low-cost solutions that still mitigate the risk, really improving your whole root cause analysis process. The second secret for today. The second secret is that the root cause of the problem is not man. But yet I go into facilities all the time where they want to blame somebody for their problems. So if you're in one of those facilities where it's all about the blame of an individual, here's a key point for you. In reality, it's not about man. It's about management. And the point is that if you drill down into the problem, once you get past the blame at the individual level, you'll find that were not systems in place, or the culture's bad, or we don't believe in something that we need to be doing in order to be effective. That all is systemic of management and the decisions they've made. So my point isn't to go out and start pointing fingers at our bosses, but what you can do here is understand the problem. Do I have a cultural issue that is allowing this to occur? If you can solve that problem, you could solve many others within the facility. But even if you can't solve that problem, you'll understand the underlying pieces, which will help you better as you address it at other levels. Now, the third secret we're going to talk about today is that stuff happens is not true. In reality, stuff doesn't just happen. We'll take that S off. So stuff doesn't just happen. As I mentioned up in secret number 1, there is always an action and a condition. There's something that led to that problem. If people believe stuff happens, then they're insinuating that they don't understand what the real problem is or what the causes were that came into play to make that an issue. Number 4, we're going to talk about the secret that cause and effect are really the same thing. We get wrapped around the axle a lot of times on the cause and effect piece, but if you look at it as you drill down into the problem, if this is my effect and I drill down, interestingly enough, I talked about there are always causes. So if you drill down into the cause, what you'll find is that cause actually becomes the effect of the cause below it. So you can see as we drill down through that, we're going to have multiple causes that lead to an effect. That effect becomes a cause of the effect listed above. So they're really the same thing. Don't get hung up on cause and effect. Just think about, okay, here's my effect. What was that caused by? We list that, we get into those details, and then we can drill further down into the problem. Now, the last secret that I'm going to talk about today is the idea around a subject matter expert leading your root cause investigation. Subject matter experts come with an amazing amount of past history and knowledge of the processes or the equipment, but they also come with a lot of opinions, all right? And if I'm your subject matter expert and you bring me in, I'm probably going to state those opinions within minutes of arriving. And at that point, I will now spend the rest of the session facilitating a session to support my explanation, to support my beliefs, to support what I've seen in the past. All right? What we really need to do when we're problem solving is consider all the options. And if I come in with a favorite set of ideas that I want to work on, then I'm going to push those ideas at every angle. So one way is, of course, to have the subject matter expert challenge everything that they're thinking as they go forward. But another way is to also have those subject matter experts as part of your root cause analysis team, but not necessarily the leader who's facilitating it. I would prefer to have someone facilitating the root cause investigation that really understands problem solving and understands the root cause analysis tools. If I have that individual leading that part of the investigation, then the subject matter expert is free then to add a lot of value and add a lot of the knowledge that needs in order to solve the problem. So our 5 secrets today: no such thing as root cause, it's root causes. If you're stopping at the man level, you may need to dig a little deeper and look at what the management issue that's underlying the problem. Number 3, stuff doesn't just happen. Number 4, cause and effect are really the same thing. You can break them down and see that as you drill down into the problem. And number 5, don't let your subject matter experts support their explanations. Make sure they're a part of the team and their feedback is welcomed, but it is not the only direction that we're going to travel. If you'd like to learn more about our educational offerings, please check out our website at eruditiollc.com.